Hey, good evening, everyone. I'm Carlos Clanton, the Vice President of Organizational Development for STOP Incorporated. And look, we're so excited to have you join us tonight. We're going to start off our live show at 7 o'clock, but I just want to let you know that while you've got this time now, you have an opportunity to hop online and take part in our online auction. You can do that by looking at the links that are available for you inside the comment section, as well as on our virtual interactive system. Platform. Well, it's all there. So you have an opportunity to do that. We've also got an opportunity with our online raffle. So I just wanted to hop on. I'm going to definitely be back to take part in this awesome event. We're in here, a couple of us are in here, a little live, but this is our version of our gala in your living room. So hopefully you all dressed up, got a little festive for this evening as well, but we're going to have a great time. We're going to honor some awesome individuals. But look, at this time, I also want to take part in sharing with you a little bit about Dominion Energy, who is one of our year-long annual partners, and they are doing a big project off the coast of Virginia Beach. And so at this point in time, I want you to learn a little bit more about our offshore wind.
27 miles off the coast of Virginia Beach, secured 80 feet below the water's surface and rising 600 feet into the air, stands the future of energy in America. The first 2 wind turbines installed in federal waters are now generating approximately 12 megawatts of electricity and are demonstrating to the world that offshore wind energy works well in the Atlantic Ocean, well enough to advance the development of the largest offshore wind farm in the United States. It's called the Coastal Virginia Offshore Wind Project. These new turbines will be 200 feet taller and collectively generate 220 times more power than the pilot project, enough to power up to 660,000 homes at peak and keep Virginia on course to becoming carbon-free by 2045. And for Hampton Roads, having the largest offshore wind farm in federal waters positions both the region and the Commonwealth of Virginia internationally as leaders in clean, renewable energy. These turbines will also serve as the foundation for establishing Hampton Roads as a hub for a robust wind energy supply chain that exists nowhere else in America today. In fact, a vessel is now being built that will haul equipment from the shore to the construction site. Home ported at Hampton Roads, the vessel will transport wind turbines from land and install them at sea. The vessel will also serve other wind farms along the eastern seaboard. This emerging industry requires the talents of dedicated men and women from a broad array of fields to install and maintain the turbines and other equipment necessary for the Coastal Virginia Offshore Wind Commercial Project, also known as CVOW. CVOW brings Hampton Roads into the national spotlight when it comes to clean energy careers that boost the local economy and shows our young people that the region has a strong future, one that's well worth growing in or returning to for meaningful employment. Once the power comes on shore, it will be transmitted across Virginia Beach to Dominion Energy's Fentress substation in Chesapeake with a new transmission line project. To accomplish this, we are collaborating with localities, residents, and other community members to better understand the needs of the region, solicit feedback, and identify opportunities created by this transformational project. Virginia, and Hampton Roads in particular, is ideally positioned to fulfill the important roles needed to harness the power of the wind as it moves across our seas and delivers its energy to Virginia homes and businesses. And Dominion Energy stands ready to be the reliable partner to help grow the future prosperity of the state and region, because the Coastal Virginia Offshore Wind Project is an important part of that future.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2021 Stop Incorporated Community Impact Awards. I'm Carlos Clanton, Vice President of Organizational Development for Stop Incorporated, and on behalf of our President and CEO, Ms. Regina Lawrence, we welcome you tonight. You'll hear more from Ms. Lawrence later this evening, but I have the awesome honor of serving as your Master of Ceremonies tonight and your host, and I'm so glad that you are joining us virtually for a second year of this great opportunity to come together to recognize some very dynamic individuals in our community who are doing awesome work through their organizations or individually. So we just want to go ahead and give them a virtual hand clap tonight and just say thank you all for being here with us. We have a jam-packed evening of some dynamic speakers, remarks, sharing some mission moments about the work that we do here at Stop Incorporated. For over 57 years, we have been here in the community making a positive impact. And this is our time when we want to be able to show you what we do. And then hopefully throughout tonight or at some other time, you will join with us and become partners with us as we continue to help our fellow neighbors here in Southeastern Virginia and Western Tidewater. We have been here. We're part of a national organization of over 1,000 community action agencies around the country, and you'll hear more. We have our national president who's going to be joining us and delivering remarks tonight as well. So we're really, really, really excited. But look, I'm not going to hold it up any further because we have a special gentleman who's joining us virtually tonight, and that is the chairman of our board of directors, Mr. Bill Curtis. How you doing, Mr. Curtis?
I'm doing well, Mr. Clanton. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm loving the bookshelf in the background there, but we would love to have you here, but we know that you're here with us virtually, and we know that you want to bring some remarks and to thank all these individuals who are joining us tonight. So I'm going to turn it over to you.
Thank you very much. And it is indeed my pleasure to be here with you this evening. I'm sorry I'm not there on site with you, but in a virtual world, this is just as good. So I'm very pleased to be here. And first of all, before I begin, let me just congratulate all of our honorees. We take pride in looking out to the community to identify people, leaders who are just doing outstanding things, making tremendous contributions. And all of you have been identified, and just want to thank you for all you've done, you continue to do, and let you know that you have our support, and we certainly want to continue to work with you and assist you in doing the great things you do in the community. You know, STOP, as Mr. Clanton said, has been around 56, 57 years. It's one of the original Great Society programs in 1965. And it's still here doing all the things that it was chartered to do. It's meeting the needs of people in Southeastern Virginia. But we are supporting over 9 jurisdictions and beyond that. And we do it in a host of different ways. I'm sure most of you, the honorees, are aware of that. And those who are watching virtually, you appreciate what this organization has done. Keep in mind, there's something else that you ought to know, is that even during the pandemic, there's just been continuous, uninterrupted service and support to the community. Why? Because a pandemic doesn't stop the needs of those in the community. And so STOP doesn't end what it is doing. It continues, and they reach out. There's a strong, dedicated staff here at STOP, and they just love what they do. And in fact, many of them at some point in their lives were indeed customers of STOP, depended upon STOP. So you know that in the jobs that they do right now, they are just excited because they recognize exactly what the contributions to them means, because it helped them individually as well. So they give 100%. They're passionate about what they do. And you can feel it when you talk with them, when they sit down with the people that they are supporting, and everything that they say and do just exudes that passion that is so prevalent across this entire organization. And of course, STOP couldn't do what it does without it couldn't be a great organization it is without great, strong leadership. And that, of course, comes in the form of Mrs. Regina Lawrence, who is the president and CEO. And she's been around, well, I won't say how many years, because then you'd have to know for sure that we robbed the cradle to get her. But she's been around more than a few years here. She understands it. She knows everyone. She understands the community and the people. And again, when I talk about passion, Mrs. Lawrence is a strong, firm, demanding leader, but she is compassionate. and she loves the people working for her, and she loves those people they're reaching out to help. So we could not be more fortunate to have someone like her, and of course our board of directors as well, who are all very passionate people about what we're doing, and that's why they dedicate their time and support to the organization. It takes a lot to put an event like this into action. We normally have it in person. We've had in print in years past, but the past couple of years, second one, we've had to do it virtually because of the pandemic. And I can assure you that the people who have put this together, including Mr. Clanton, who had the lead on it, working closely with Mrs. Lawrence and the entire staff here, have dedicated a lot of time and energy. And I just want to take a moment to thank them for it as well, because I recognize what goes on here. We'd like to be in a ballroom where we can shake hands and laugh and sit down and have a cup of coffee and just have a great old time as we've had in the past. And that will come. That will come. But for now, we're making the best. We're making lemonade out of lemons here. And it has been tremendously successful. Last year was, and this year will be as well. So I will talk all night, and I don't want to do that because there's so much yet to be done. Once again, I want to congratulate all of our honorees, and just let you know how proud we are of you, and how much we appreciate your contribution. And then in closing, to the STOP organization, Mrs. Lawrence, of course, Mr. Clinton, and the entire staff of the organization, congratulations. I just really appreciate what you do, what you continue to do in the midst of the pandemic. You keep moving forward, and I see it. So thank you all very much. And this go on with it, just a great organization's great impact awards. Thank you, Mr. Clanton.
Great. Thank you so much, Mr. Curtis. And thank you for your leadership on our board and for allowing us to be able to do this. And we appreciate all of you all on the board of directors. And we'll be hearing from another board member very soon, Ms. Lisa Lucas-Burke, who served as the board chair for this particular year. But thank you again. And I'm quite sure that you'll be participating in maybe a silent auction or the raffle, because that's what I'm about to talk about next.
I've got to buy something. I've got to buy something. You know that. Okay.
Definitely. And for everyone at home, you have a great opportunity to participate. This is our annual fundraiser for Stop Incorporated. And so we have an awesome online auction. You can find information on how to reach that, as well as to participate in our winner's choice trip opportunity. We have a raffle that we're going to be doing at the end of the program. There's a link inside the comments section. So whether or not you're watching us on YouTube, or you're watching us on Facebook, or you're watching us on Twitter, or you're participating on our virtual event platform, you have an opportunity to interact. If you're on the virtual event platform, you have an opportunity to communicate just like you were in person, and to chat and to send out shout outs. And if you're on any of the other social platforms, we encourage you to, if you're there rooting for a certain person tonight, we encourage you to put the love and encouragement in the comment section. And we'll be sharing some of those a little bit later. But we have an awesome guest with us that I'm about to introduce now. First, we're going to show a video in just a moment here about community action, but we are going to then follow that up with our president and CEO of the National Community Action Partnership, Ms. Denise Harlow, and we're so excited. I had an opportunity, and I'll just share this here, to meet Denise again. Well, actually, the first time in person. I had the opportunity of being on Zoom calls and things with her, but we participated in our national conference in Boston this past summer. And STOP had a unique opportunity to be recognized by one of our own, Miss Alicia Sawyer, received the Lyndon B. Baines Johnson Leadership Award, which is the highest award that anyone can receive within our national association. And so we say kudos and hats off to Alicia and the work that she's doing, and all of our staff members are doing each and every day. But to be recognized nationally that the work that we're doing here at STOP Incorporated is truly making an impact in the community, we thank you. So with that, I'm going to roll it back over there so that you all can take part in listening to what we do as community action agencies.
The COVID-19 emergency has hit working families hardest. That's why all across the country, community action agencies are open and here to ensure the well-being of every American family. For over 50 years, we've been delivering hope and opportunity. Now more than ever, working families need life-changing services, solutions, and stability. Contact your local community action agency today.
Good evening. My name is Denise Harlow. I'm CEO of the National Community Action Partnership. I just want to say thank you so much for supporting STOP Incorporated. STOP is one of 1,000 local community action agencies across this country, making a difference every day. And today we're honoring this year's Community Impact Award winners. It's quite a group of stellar award winners this evening. It is great to see a range of award winners, including Congressman Bobby Scott. We have the faith community, we have philanthropy, we have the academic community, and of course, Kayla Washington, the Project Discovery graduate this evening who's receiving one of the awards. We so thank you for the work that STOP Incorporated is able to do because of your generosity and your support of their mission and purpose. STOP has been doing this work for 57 years. They've been working in local community to really affect change. So thank you for your support of their efforts. As I mentioned, STOP is one of 1,000 local agencies across this country who are all united in the promise of community action, which Regina Lawrence and her team and the board of directors at STOP truly embody. Community action changes people's lives, embodies the spirit of hope, improves communities, and makes America a better place to live. We care about the entire community, and we are dedicated to helping people help themselves and each other. Again, congratulations to all of the award winners. Thank you for all you do for your local community. And again, thank you for supporting STOP Incorporated. Have a good evening.
Well, welcome. And thank you, Denise. We really appreciate you taking the time out and being a part with us this evening virtually. Now at this particular point in time, I have the honor of recognizing this year's dinner chair, our gala chair, Ms. Councilwoman Lisa Lucas Burke. And so I want to hand it back over to you.
Board of Directors with the STOP Inc. board. I'm delighted to be your dinner chair tonight for this STOP Inc. Impact Awards. And I did that last year, so I'm glad to be here in person with you tonight. So my duty is to give you who our sponsors are for tonight. So I'll get right to that so that we can continue with our program. Our presenting sponsors, PNC Bank, and Catherine Clay. And she could not be here in person with us tonight, but we do appreciate her and PNC Bank's donations and gifts that they have given to STOP over the years. We have Community Development Banking. And any persons in the community who would like to be presenting sponsors, we still have room for you to join our programs here today and in the future. Our Impact Award sponsors, Elite Island Resort Caribbean, HGA Fundraising, Elite Audio Visual Elements, and Next Steps to Success. Our annual impact sponsors are Dominion Energy, which you saw a very fabulous video from them earlier in this presentation tonight, Atlantic Bay Cares, and Columbia Gas of Virginia. We are so thankful for our presenting, our impact, and our annual impact sponsors. And you can also join us if you're interested. Reach out to us and we'll make sure that you get on our list. Thank you for joining us tonight and enjoy the rest of the show.
Awesome board members, and I'll tell you, being able to work with them on our committees and help plan with the diversity that we have here, it's truly an honor, and so we're glad to have her. But I will say to you all, you still got time. We are still moving along with our program for tonight, and then I'm going to remind you, you still got time to take part in our silent auction. You still have time to take part in our raffle. I'm not quite sure how many. I'm going to check who are in the raffle. So the odds look pretty good right now. And the raffle is a winner's choice. There are 3 trips, three opportunities for you to be able to win, and you get to choose which one of the trips you want to go on. So we also want to now get into the other part of our program, and that is starting to recognize the dynamic honorees that we have for this evening. And our first honoree is no stranger to Hampton Roads, no stranger to Norfolk, no stranger in the world of academia. But most importantly, at this particular point and then this time and stage and age, we are recognizing her as the leader of one of our largest, the region's largest philanthropic nonprofit, our regional, the Hampton Roads Foundation, Community Foundation. And so we want to thank and recognize Dr. Deborah DeCroce for the work that she has done, particularly the work that the foundation has been embarking in recognizing minority organizations, and particularly in the space of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And so we want to say thank you. Thank you for being a leader in the philanthropic world, and thank you for being a partner. I would be remiss if I didn't mention the fact that the community, that the Hampton Roads Community Foundation also supports and has supported educational programs for STOP for a number of years. And so we say thank you to you for doing that as well. So no more about me. I'm going to go ahead now and turn it over and let you hear the remarks from Dr. Deborah DeCroce.
Good evening, and what an honor it is to be a part of tonight's celebration of the good work that STOP does in our region. Indeed, this very special organization walks the talk of its moniker of supporting transformational opportunities for people. For nearly 60 years, it's helped people of low and moderate incomes attain employment, education, housing, and healthcare. With more than 20 programs, services, and initiatives, this remarkable organization reaches over 3,000 people, families, and communities in Eastern Virginia annually, making a real and enduring difference for so many. One life, one family, one community at a time. It's the real essence of what we celebrate this evening. So on behalf of the Hampton Roads Community Foundation, I tip my hat to STOP and the enduring impact that it has on the Hampton Roads region, and humbly say thank you for including me in the club of the 2021 Community Impact awardees.
Thank you, Dr. DeCroce, and congratulations to you and all of those who work at the Hampton Roads Community Foundation. We appreciate your work. We appreciate your leadership in the world of philanthropy here in our region. And so I want to say to you all, as you're participating, as you can see, we had a thing this year, which was the gala in your living room. So if you're home and you're dressed up, one of my colleagues who I know would love to be here with me tonight, Ms. Maggie McCrae sent a picture, and if I can get that picture up, I'm going to show it. But she dressed up to the nines to be a part of this. But we encourage you all to have a little fun while we gather together apart this year again. But not too bad for the backdrop here. But look, we have someone who is no stranger to the Hampton Roads community, no stranger to Portsmouth, and no stranger to Virginia politics, as she serves as the Virginia President Pro Tempore of the Virginia Senate. That is the #1 senior member of the Virginia State Senate. But one of the things that we also hold dear to us is that she is also the first female to serve as the executive director of what we knew at that time as the STOP organization. And so we want to now bring remarks and to bring you a little greeting on behalf of State Senator Louise Lucas.
Good evening. I am L. Louise Lucas, and as President Pro Tem of the Senate of Virginia, it gives me a great deal of pleasure to welcome each of you to the 2021 Community Impact Awards celebration. The work of today's honorees cannot be overstated, given the unheralded and devastating economic impact of COVID-19, especially on the people they serve, the marginalized, the vulnerable, the at-risk populations. As the first female executive director of the STOP organization, today I feel like I'm returning home after an extended absence. Imagine, if you will, entering my old bedroom. I find the furniture has not changed and the arrangement is as I left it, but the comfort and the curtains are different. And so are the photos on the wall. They are arranged in perfect symmetry with past honorees, now including marked spaces for today's guests. Except now I find there is a second room being used as a result of the number of programs, services, and activities having almost doubled since I was executive director of the STOP organization. The mission is the same, but their reach has expanded. I take great pride in the work that STOP continues to do, especially under the most capable governance of the current executive director and my friend, Regina Lawrence. Simply by its designation as an agency, we know that STOP is limited to achieving its goal alone. To be successful, symbiotic relationships are required. To be successful, STOP has had to add 2 additional entities to the equation: their targeted population and community partners. As an analogy, please allow me to digress for a moment. I love to dance, especially swing dancing. I love the rhythm, the synchronized footwork, the movement in concert, yet allowing for creativity. I particularly enjoy twists, dips, and the complex turns. As preteens in private, we will hold on to the bedposts, doorknobs, anything stationary, and dance. The problem was, with a stationary object, we could only truly swing by the post. We could only do footwork, just half of our objectives. To achieve my goal, I needed another hand, a partner. And so is the case with the STOP organization. So this afternoon, I ask you to join us in recognizing and publicly celebrating STOP's other hand, their community partners. This is the day we express our gratitude to the honorees for helping STOP to stamp mission accomplished on the year 2021. This is their day to shine. So please join us in celebrating these exceptional people. Welcome to the festivities.
My name is Zaire Anderson, and I am 5th grade, and I go to Woodhead Elementary. I am in tutoring. What I like about camps today, end of the day, is like how they teach us about college and how to make our way through life and doing good and doing science experiments to like teach us like what to do in life, not do bad things. We do science experiments, we go on field trips. The field trips that we go on are very, they make sense and they're very scientific, and we go to aquarium or science area where bones are. And we learn about the back then people and stuff. And I just love camp because they teach us a lot of stuff, and they pick us up every day. They do stuff for us. They help us when we need help. They help us go through stuff we're having trouble with, and that's all.
So everybody give a round of applause for Zaire. Zaire is just one of the many, many, many students that we have an opportunity to make an impactful, to impart different information, different services, to help brighten their lives and to help them get on the right track. And so we applaud you, Zaire, and all the work that you're doing, and as you participate with us here at STOP Inc. But I would be remiss if I did not say thank you to our State Senator, Louise Lucas, who has a fond connection with STOP Inc. And we appreciate your fond remarks this evening and celebrating with us as well virtually. But now we're going to go recognize another member of our community in regards to this year's Community Impact Award. She is no stranger to Hampton Roads. She has a long history and a personal connection to me and in so many other students who have come through Old Dominion University and the community. She is a surrogate mother to so many in this area, but I'm going to let you listen to a little bit from her about her story and about her connection to STOP and how she is fond and connected to organizations that she connects with. And so with that, I would be remiss and I'll just send it over to you. Ms. C.C. Tucker, Ms. Cecilia Tucker, the Community Director of Old Dominion University. And so here are C.C.'s remarks.
Thank you to STOP organization I am humbled by this award. And I guess one of the reasons that this award is so important to me is that it represents my heart. And my heart is in the community. The STOP organization has provided services that our people need. You know, I came here in 1960 as a school teacher. And I think it was shortly thereafter that the STOP organization was founded. And I know all of the things that, not all of them, but most of the things that they provided for the community. And that is where my heart is, as I have indicated. And so I honor STOP organization as it honors me. Because as long as I have been in this community, all of my work, even when I was a school teacher, has involved helping people. And so I am automatically drawn to organizations that help our people. So the organization is important, it is doing important work, and I hope that it will continue. I am a supporter of the STOP organization. Thank you very much.
Hey, how you doing? My name is Gerald Haley. I'm a veteran of the U.S. Navy. I just recently came home. I ran into a little problem. I found myself outdoors for about a month. STOP program. They assisted me, put me up in a hotel. They helped me get my place. Slowly but surely, I'm coming along. If you have any problems, you get better. You need somewhere to go, you need some food. Call the STOP program. People out there to assist you. Credit union. They're about to bless me with some supplies, help me go along. You know what's rough out here. Stay attached to people that's gonna help you out. Person with the STOP program, money with Federal Credit Union. They're just helping us do what we need to do. Stay out this cold, stay safe. Keep pushing. Gerald Haley, I'm a veteran. Thank you.
Thank you, CC, for those awesome remarks. We could not think of a better person to honor and recognize this year. As you all are participating with us this evening, you probably have seen right here that you do have an opportunity to continue to sow in and to make impact. And to help individuals like you heard Mr. Gerald Haley. Mr. Haley participated in a part of our SSVF program, which is our supportive services for veterans families. And that was this past January. So you saw that Martin Luther King there. And we want to thank our partners at Langley Federal Credit Union who helped us. We provide move-in kits. And many times we also house individuals, but many individuals, particularly who have been homeless, are starting from scratch. And so many individuals help us to put together those basic necessities and essentials to be able to help them get started on the right foot. It's often been said, and it's so true here, that STOP is not an organization about giving handouts, but we really are about giving hands ups. We're about giving individuals the ability to be able to start again, start afresh, and to give them the support. And so Mr. Haley is just a fraction of the many different individuals, whether or not they're children or whether or not they're former veterans or they're seniors, where we are helping to make a positive impact. And when you sow into STOP Incorporated, when you support our programs, when you put your dollars, you are putting it into action to support individuals and to help our neighbors here in Southeastern Virginia and Western Tidewater. And so with that, we have another individual we are recognizing tonight who is no stranger to Hampton Roads and the 757. And I'll tell you one thing, he's also a pretty big guy in Congress. He serves as the chairman of the House Committee on Education and Labor, and he has been the representative of the 3rd Congressional District since the 1990s. And y'all know who I'm talking about, none other than Congressman Bobby C. Scott. And so we want to bring Bobby Scott on, Congressman Scott, as he's going to offer some remarks, and we congratulate him with this year's Community Impact Award.
I'm Congressman Bobby Scott, and I'm pleased to join you virtually for this year's 2021 Stop Incorporated Community Impact Awards program. I wish we could all be gathered in person, but we must continue to remain vigilant when it comes to this pandemic. It's an honor to receive the Community Impact Award. During my time in public service, I've always tried to remember that service is key to what we do in elective office. We serve the people who elected us, and it is both an honor to represent Hampton Roads in Congress, as well as to be recognized here tonight. I've been busy through most of 2021 making sure that the work we do in Washington results in real investments here in Hampton Roads. We've already passed the American Rescue Plan, a bipartisan infrastructure bill, and we're currently working on the Build Back Better Act. So collectively, these bills represent historic investments in jobs, education, and healthcare. I know it will be some of the most important work of my career, and I'm very excited about what it will mean moving Hampton Roads forward. I also want to thank everyone at Stop Incorporated. Since 1965, Stop has been involved in the struggle to eliminate poverty by providing a hand up, not a handout, through a variety of programs, services, activities, and initiatives designed to make sure that people have a chance to succeed throughout their community. Your advocacy on behalf of traditionally underserved populations is so important, especially as we continue our economic recovery from COVID-19. We must be sure that everyone can participate in our recovery. In closing, I'm clear-eyed about the challenges that lie ahead, but I am very optimistic about our ability to meet those challenges. Part of my confidence stems from the fact that I know we have great organizations like STOP on the ground doing the important work that is necessary to bring about the changes needed in our communities. So let's take time to celebrate tonight, but also make sure that we roll up our sleeves for the work that lies ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, Congressman Scott, and thank you for all the work that you are doing on the federal level to represent us here in the 3rd Congressional District and all across the country when it comes to education and labor issues, but most importantly, supporting community action. I'll share this, Congressman Scott didn't mention it there, but his very first job out of college was actually working for a community action agency, and so we appreciate your connection and understanding the work and how important it is for many of your constituents here in the 3rd Congressional District. So congratulations, Congressman Scott. So I want to also recognize our third honoree this evening. In the community, we have 8 of our Community Impact Award recipients, and they are no stranger. Priority Automotive Charities, which is their nonprofit arm, and everybody knows Mr. Elmer. I think I've got a car, and everybody else has probably got a car from Dennis Elmer here in this area. But he has a philanthropic arm through the Priority Automotive Charities, and they are doing some awesome, awesome work. And they have done a lot of different things, and we're to support agencies and organizations just like STOP and to support many of our we've been a beneficiary for a number of years, and we're very, very, very appreciative of that. So with that, I've got some remarks from Mr. Troy Clifton, who would like to bring some remarks on behalf of Priority Automotive Charities. Thank you.
Clifton, the Executive Director of Priority Automotive Charities, and we are beyond thrilled to be receiving the STOP Inc. Impact Award. You know, at Priority Automotive Charities, we believe to those who much is given, much is expected, which is why we are absolutely thrilled to be the beneficiary of this award and make sure that we are working hand in hand with STOP Inc. for all the wonderful work they do. So thank you.
Congratulations to you, Troy, to Mr. Elmer, and all of those at Priority, and all of those who support Priority Automotive Charities, and to support the work that they support in our community. We could not think of another organization in this group this year than you in the work and the support that you have given to STOP. One of those members I know as a part of that team is Mr. James Church, and Mr. Church in the past has shared his story, his connection to STOP. And I can tell you, there are many, many in our community who have intersects or different roads that have come through STOP and who have been positively impacted. And one of those individuals is another one of our honorees who's had an opportunity to have actually served in an advisory capacity, served on a board, and he's serving in our region with one of our national banks, now combining with BB&T and SunTrust, now combining to present Truist Bank, and that's Mr. Mark Johnson. Mark is their regional manager for the entire state of Virginia now, and so we want to recognize him and all of his colleagues at Truist Bank for the work that they're doing here in Hampton Roads to support our communities, our neighborhoods, and nonprofits in their mission. So with that, I want to let you all hear from the remarks that Mr. Mark Johnson has.
Thank you to STOP for selecting me for this award. I am honored and humbled to join this year's Community Impact Award recipients who have also been recognized with this award. I also salute all of this year's award recipients. Each one of them have made incredible contributions to the Hampton Roads community. And of course, thank you to my family for always supporting me and encouraging our volunteer efforts throughout the region. Being recognized with such a distinctive award would not be possible without the support of my organization, Truist, and the many teammates who seek to deliver on our company's purpose to inspire and build better lives and communities. We are able to fulfill our purpose in many ways, such as promoting financial inclusion, increasing economic resilience, and of course, building community strength. Addressing the issues of education, workforce development, and housing have always been foundation of STOP's mission to break the chain of family poverty and equip them for success. This award speaks to the continuous community efforts I have made as a priority in my life, along with the support of Truist, to partner with community organizations to improve the quality of life for many individuals and families throughout the communities. Again, thank you for this significant recognition, STOP, and I look forward to partnering with STOP in their continued mission to empower individuals, families, and communities.
Congratulations to you, Mark, and to all of your colleagues at Truist for the work that you all are doing here in the Hampton Roads community and all around the country. Look, folks, it's about 7:40 right now, and so if you haven't taken advantage of the silent auction or taking advantage of the raffle that we have, you still have an opportunity to do that. But also, if you're home and you're watching right now, you still have an opportunity. You can see that right on your screen where you can text to give, and you can actually text STOP for Impact, and you can do that right at the number that's located that you're seeing on your screen at this time. So even if you're watching the replay of this, you can still make an exponential impact in supporting the work that we're doing here with STOP Incorporated. But look, I'm going to tee it off over here because I'm so excited to be joined with my colleague at STOP Incorporated, Vice President of Health and Wellness, Ms. Christian Joyner, and she's going to tell you a little bit more in an introduction about the partnership that she has with our next award recipient. Christian.
Thank you, Carlos. And thank you, Mr. Curtis and Ms. Lawrence, for this opportunity to present this Impact Award. When asked for nominations for a Community Partner Impact Award, I jumped at the chance to nominate Pastor Rawlings and Celebration Church. He and Celebration Church have been a key partner in working alongside STOP on various initiatives, including our exciting new venture in bringing the mobile telehealth clinic out into the Western Tidewater, the rural areas of Western Tidewater. STOP's newest department, the Health and Wellness Department, increased STOP's presence in the rural areas, specifically the city of Franklin and Southampton counties. These communities have very unique needs, and it can be very difficult to navigate. It's such a close-knit community. It can be hard to break through barriers and apprehensions. Thanks to the efforts of former board member Mr. Frank Davis, STOP was introduced to the Franklin Southampton County Wellness Coalition, founded over 20 years ago by Pastor Anthony Rawlings Sr. The coalition has grown from 6 members to over 65 community stakeholders, varying from federal and state-run agencies such as Department of Social Services, Virginia Department of Health, the Community Service Board, to large and small privately owned community organizations like STOP, to churches, to fraternities and sororities, just to name a few of the organizations that are involved. It became very apparent that Pastor Rawlings is a man to know in the area. He is like the unofficial mayor of Franklin, and despite his love for the Dallas Cowboys, he is admired by many. The coalition welcomes STOP with open arms, and from this relationship, STOP has created many community partners and furthered the work in the area. Pastor could not do this alone without the support of his church, Celebration Church. Established in 2014 by Pastor Rawlings and 6 church members, the church has continued to grow over the past 7 years to more than 400 plus members worldwide. Often churches lose sight of their necessary community role and talk way more than they act. Celebration Church is not that church. Thanks to the leadership of Pastor Rawlings, Celebration Church is well respected in the community for its volunteerism. If there is a community event, you can guarantee Celebration Church will be there. Many of STOP's efforts have been successful and made a significant community impact as a result of Pastor Anthony Rawlings Sr. and Celebration Church's involvement. It is my pleasure to introduce one of STOP's 2021 Impact Award recipients and my friend, Pastor Anthony Rawlings Sr., representing himself and Celebration Church.
As a boy, growing up in a small town of Boykins, Virginia, however, had a humongous heart. You saw communities struggle with different things that transpired in life. And then one or two things happen. You either become inspired by it or you become a product of it. And I want to thank organizations like STOP who come in communities and help inspire people to be better. And then on top of all of that, to recognize myself, Celebration Church, as a Community Impact Award honoree. Man, I tell you, it's really, I'm really at a loss for words. I'm grateful for the mission and the vision of STOP organization. I mean, communities are the better because of you. So I want to thank you for everything you've done and what you continue to do. And again, I want to reiterate how thankful and grateful we are that you would honor us and allow us to receive an award. Though what we do, what you do, is not about the awards received, it's about enhancing the quality of life in our community. And if we are enhancing the quality of lives in our community, then we are doing what I firmly believe we've been called to do. So again, thank you so very much for this award. We will display it proudly. We'll display it proudly because your name, STOP, is on it. Thank you again for your partnership. Thank you for your leadership. And thank you for this recognition.
Good evening, everyone. I am so honored to be here with you this evening. As we discussed who we were going to honor for our 2021 awardees, one of my oldest and dearest friends, who also used to work with me and stood by my side as we tried to grow the agency, came to mind, Dr. Sharon Waters. And for that reason, for the first time ever, we have a President's Sankofa Award. Sharon will tell you what that means, but in my heart and in my mind, it means a partnership of moving from the past to the future. And now I introduce to you my friend and an honoree, Dr. Sharon Waters.
Hello, my name is Cameron. I want to thank the STOP Inc. for making a positive impact in my life.
you, Stop, for the honor of being selected as this year's recipient of the President's Sankofa Award. I want to first give thanks to Ms. Regina Lawrence, the President and CEO of STOP, because I well remember when I first moved back to the area that it was at STOP. She gave me my very first job at the Madison Skills Center teaching. That was indeed an eye-opener for me because it showed me, first of all, how much I love teaching, and I had never taught before, being in the communication field and working at CBS and doing all the production side. So I said, I like teaching. Anyway, I just want to take this opportunity to thank also the board of directors of STOP and all of the employees at STOP, because you're my friends. I've worked with you for a long time, and this is indeed a treasure and a blessing. I just want to say something briefly, though, about Sankofa, since this is the Sankofa Award, and what it means to me. Here we are, full circle. For me, life is always full circle. And the Sankofa bird teaches us that we must always look back as the bird is looking back, and it has an egg on its back. But we must go back and look at our past, look at the best that our past has taught us, and take that and bring it into the future, which is symbolic, of course, of the egg. And also knowing that no matter what we have lost, what we have been stripped of, it can always be reclaimed, revived, preserved, and perpetuated. So for this, I am truly humbled to experience this full life circle moment. Thank you, STOP. I love you forever.
I sincerely hope that everyone understands why Dr. Waters received this award. It means so much to me that she's been in my life for over 25 years and helped me to understand bringing that knowledge from the past to the present in an effort to strongly commit to a future. It was very significant. I am so humbled by this entire evening and all of our awardees, because individually, as well as collectively, they have served our community for over 100 years in service to those who are less fortunate than ourselves. I am so humbled again this evening at having the honor of having been the president and CEO of Stop Inc. for the last 11 years, with the unwavering support of our board of directors under the leadership of William E. Curtis. I am so proud to be the CEO for one of the most zealous staffs that you could ever want to have. Their efforts are just unwavering, and they're truly committed to the work that we do on behalf of others. For the team who put this event together under the leadership of Lisa Lucas Burke. I'm sorry, my friend Lou, her mother is on my mind. So you know this isn't scripted because we're all making mistakes. But with that said, Lisa Lucas Burke and Carlos Clanton, as the co-chairs of this event, have made us all proud. We've raised more money than we've ever done in 2 days in the history of this agency. Carlos and his team brought together a vision I've had for over 20 years, and that's a telethon. We're experiencing my telethon tonight, and for that, I'll forever be grateful. The board, the staff, our friends, our funders, our sponsors, our donors, and anyone else that I have failed to mention, please understand that I understand the power in our board, our staff, our friends, all working in collaboration and cooperation one to the other, our partners, to fulfill our mission. So much power is in when we collectively work together for a common mission in helping those less fortunate than ourselves. I am so grateful for this evening. I'm so grateful for all of you. I'm very appreciative for the time you've taken out this evening to spend with us. Have safe travels home from your living room to another room in this evening where we have invited you in to our living room. Thank you so much, and to God be the glory. Good night.
Thank you so much, Ms. Lawrence, and thank you all for participating. Just want a couple of reminders as we close out tonight. And Ms. Lawrence is going to be here as we kind of recognize our winners.
Yes.
As you know, we have been running our ambassador campaign for the last 2 months, starting in the month of November, and now we are closing it out.
And they wouldn't let me participate.
Yeah. If anybody knows Ms. Lawrence, she's going to be participating, whether it's out front or behind the scenes, she's participating. So we want to be able to recognize some individuals who have been some of our top performers in our campaign. We did a little thing around with our staff members, our board members, and as well as the community to help us raise. And we set a goal for about $30,000. And if I'm not mistaken, by the end of the tonight, we will be able to not only meet, but probably exceed that goal this year. And we cannot have done it without your support and the support of so many. And so
never too late to donate.
It's never too late to donate. You all can do that. You can do that through text to give if you're on the virtual platform, or if you see the link in any of the comment sections there, you can do that as well. So I'm going to actually step back here because it's going to come up here on the big board, and we're going to recognize those individuals. And we're going to start off with our first award. Is going to, as we could say, the drum roll, Miss Tiffany Bucknor. She actually was our top performer on Giving Tuesday. We raised a total of $7,500 overall for our campaign raised on that particular day. So she's the top performer on that, on our Giving Tuesday. And so she's actually going to get a 3-night, 2-day trip for 2 adults provided by HGA Fundraising for that particular one. And our second award is going to go to Miss Lisa Lucas Burke. She's in the room, y'all. Y'all don't see she's doing cartwheels over in the corner, but with Team Lucas Burke, and they're actually going to receive a 7-day Antigua Island trip. And that's going to be at the Hammock Cove Resort and Spa. That is provided by Elite Island Resorts. And that was for our board member challenge. And so now we have our next award. It's going to our staff member challenge, and that's to Miss Atika Montgomery. And that's going to be a 7 to 9 night Antigua trip to St. James's Club. Again, this is also provided by our friends and partners at Elite Island Resorts. And our Impact Ambassador Challenge winner also goes to Team Montgomery's friends. She got all of her friends and family out to support. And so they're also participating, and they're going to receive a 7 to 9 day Antigua Island trip to Pineapple Beach Club. Right about now, the way it feels outside, I wish I was on that white sandy beach. And so look, everybody, we want to say thank you. Thank you for taking the time, whether you were sitting in your living room, you were sitting at your desk. We appreciate the hour and a half that you have taken to be with us tonight and to take part and to support the work of STOP. If you have already given, if you haven't given, we encourage you to. We encourage you to find out more about our programs, reach out to myself or any member of the STOP staff to figure out in a way that we can partner. If you have an organization or a business or another nonprofit and you're interested in partnering with staff, with STOP Incorporated, reach out to us. We realize that the work that we have to do is greater than one organization or one person. And as it's been stated, you know, it's one person at a time, one family at a time, one community at a time. And to be perfectly honest, we can't do it without your support. And so we thank you for this time tonight. Again, the silent auction is open until 9:30 tonight. So there might be some friendly bids that are going on. We encourage you to take a part in that. And as far as the raffle is concerned, we'll be announcing that tomorrow morning on all of our social media channels. So again, you have until 9:30 to participate in those. And with that, everybody, thank you for being with us this evening. And congratulations to all of our 2021 STOP Community Impact Award recipients. Thank you all.